These new tariffs will kick in on Tuesday, and they will target a number of U.S. products, including exercise machines, casino tables, and agricultural products. Those are going to be hit with a 25% levy. Boeing airplanes will be slapped with a 15% duty. Now, this is partly a negotiating tactic because Brussels has been trying to get the Trump administration around the table for months now to bring this 16-year trade dispute to a close once and for all. But that push has made zero inroads with the Trump administration. Brussels is now betting that by pulling this lever, by inflicting some pain on U.S. exports, that will bring the incoming Biden administration to the table. And Brussels says that it doesn't want to escalate this trade dispute and made it very clear that Europe will get rid of these tariffs as soon as the U.S. does the same.
So we call on the U.S. to agree that both sides drop existing countermeasures with immediate effect so that we can quickly put this issue behind us. Removing these tariffs would represent a strong win-win for both sides. We now have an opportunity to reboot our transatlantic cooperation and work together towards our shared goals.
For the better part of a year now, EU exports to the U.S. have been slapped with billions of dollars in tariffs. We're talking about wine, cheese, olive oil, single malt whiskey. They've all been subject to a 25% tariff as part of the WTO's record ruling, which authorized the U.S. to slap levies on up to $7.5 billion worth of EU goods in retaliation for illegal subsidies to Airbus. Just last month, the WTO gave the EU the same power, but for a smaller amount, for $4 billion for illegal subsidies to U.S. plane maker Boeing. So Europe is hoping that Joe Biden will help reboot the transatlantic relationship, and he is likely to be friendlier on trade, but it's going to be many, many months before his trade team is up and running. So in the meantime, there will be tariffs. Tony Waterman, CGTN, Brussels.